Hi, I'm Scoot.
And I'm Ron Harrell from WKRG 99.9 FM.
Secret Cereals is back. This is cash, and you could win up to $5,000.
That's right, $5,000. Whenever you hear the Secret Cereal number on 99.9 FM, check the cash in your pockets for matching serial numbers on $1 bill.
From WKRG 99.9 FM, the station you're building, here comes the payback.
Secret Cereals, only on WKRG 99.9.
Tonight on WKRG-TV.
The sunshine and a warming trend. More on News Center 5. Paul Strassel's Money Report tonight on News Center 5.
WKRG-TV 5, Mobile, Pensacola, the Gulf Coast leading news station.
This is CBS.
From News Center 5, this is Newsbreak.
Good evening, I'm Andy Pearson. Tonight on News Center 5, if you're getting your taxes ready for April 15th, we've got some help for you from our money man, Paul Strassels, about deductions. And Sandy Moore will tell us about some birds who, to put it bluntly, were in the wrong place at the wrong time over the weekend in Mississippi. She'll have details. Now this. Bob Stewart will have the forecast. He says it's going to get warmer. Bob Lowry will have sports. Join us later for News Center 5.
Tonight on WKRG-TV.
WKRG-TV 5, Mobile, Pensacola. Entertainment tonight is in stereo.
Never know. Watch WKRG-TV 5 Special Crime Stoppers Report, Thursday nights at 10 p.m.
This holiday weekend, drive safely. WKRG-TV reminds you to make one for the road, a cup of good old-fashioned Hillenbrooks coffee.
When you build a Super Bowl champion, you have to know where to look for the best players. And there's no better place than Mobile on Senior Bowl Saturday.
It's Mobile's football wave of the future. January 17th. Get your tickets now at these locations.
The Gulf Coast leading news station.
Coming up next on News Center 5, high tides are bringing tremendous storms to the northeast. Arson is suspected in a Mobile warehouse fire, and drunk driving arrests are way up. Some people say that's good news. We'll have that and more coming up next on News Center 5.
Controversy brewing over local law enforcement. More tonight at 10.
Record low temperatures expected tonight. More at 10 o'clock.
Wildfires continue to cause problems. More on that tonight at 10.
Operation Weather Ready is coming to WKRG-TV 5.
This is CBS.
From News Center 5, this is Newsbreak.
Good evening. Coming up tonight at 10 here on News Center 5. There's a controversy brewing tonight over local law enforcement. It concerns constables, an office at least one Mobile officer would like to do away with. And the City Council is again raising the issue of the city regulating the rates that cable companies can charge. We'll have more on the controversy. Now this.
Looking for a way to spend time with your children? Try reading. It's a family affair.
WKRG-TV 5, Mobile, Pensacola, the Gulf Coast leading news station.
Showtimes.
When I was a kid, I remember how lonely I was when my family moved away. But I had my mother there to help me. So I know what my daughter is going through. And I want her to know, even though we're leaving a lot behind, we still have the most important thing. We still have each other. For kids' sake.
This For Kids' Sake message brought to you by Buffalo Rock Pepsi Cola.
Movie to be written about local murder case tonight on News Center 5.
Electron Williams makes a comeback tonight on News Center 5.
I never killed anybody, you know. Hey, but I did slice a couple, you know, slice somebody, you know, a couple of times, yeah.
We are convicts. Every man you see behind me is doing over 25 years or life.
In November 1978, television history was made with a shocking documentary that helped kids struggling with crime and drugs go straight. Now, a decade later, an unprecedented event, Scared Straight, the original Oscar and Emmy Award-winning film hosted by Peter Falk, returns to television with an equally important update, Scared Straight 10 years later, hosted by Whoopi Goldberg. This is more than just a follow-up. It's a strong and revealing statement about where drug use, drinking, and crime ultimately take people.
Ken, how you doing now?
Where?
I think he's going to make it.
Scared Straight, and Scared Straight 10 years later. This is what television is all about.
Tuesday night at 8 on WKRG-TV 5.
Hot videos. Today's music. Tomorrow's stars. Watch out. This week's Music Machine is about to rock with 3 of the hottest contestants around. Who is going to make it to the top and get a shot at becoming Entertainer of the Year? The only way to find out is to join Curtis Getson for the hottest show in town, The Music Machine.
Saturday late night at 1 in stereo on TV 5.
On the next Mama's Family, it's Up, Up, and Away with Naomi. You want to be a pilot?
Even better, I want to be a flight attendant.
And what does Mama have to say about her new high-flying career?
A stewardess at your age? Wake up and smell the coffee to your milk.
Are the friendly skies ready for Air Naomi?
You're supposed to be a stewardess, not a pigeon in heat.
It's a first-class ticket for laughs on the next Mama's Family.
WKRG-TV 5, Mobile, Pensacola, the Gulf Coast leading news station.
You got a young body and a strong heart. Got life ahead. I wanted you to know how I feel about you. That's why I said, be smart. Don't start. Drinking hurts.
Want a drink?
Be smart.
No thanks.
Don't start. Be smart. Don't start.
This week on It's a Living, Jan's legal advice gets Ginger evicted.
You're going to get that apartment back if I have to take it to the Supreme Court. Forget it, Jan. With you pleading my case, I could end up in the gas chamber.
So she's moving in with Amy.
Ginger, if Miss Bydecker catches him up here, we're going to get thrown out. Miss Bydecker.
Now Amy's packing her bags.
We can't go on living this way.
On the next It's a Living.
Sunday night at 10:30 on WKRG-TV 5.
Tune in to Hee Haw this week, starring Roy Clark and those lively citizens of Cornfield County, where excitement is running high. The kids are full of glee, and absolutely everyone is talking about this week's visiting co-host John Snyder, along with vivacious Louise Mandrell, the exciting Newgrass Revival, and Hee Haw's famous $1 Million Band. So put on your overalls and drop in to see us right here on this station.
Saturday at 5 in stereo on TV 5. WKRG invites you to share the splendor of the 38th annual Blessing of the Fleet in Bayou La Battery, June 27th and 28th. It's 2 full days of great fun and great food leading up to one of the Gulf Coast's most unique celebrations. Share the joy of Archbishop Lipscomb's annual Blessing of the Shrimp Fleet, Saturday and Sunday, June 27th and 28th, sponsored by St. Margaret's Church in Bayou La Battery. For more information, call 824-2415.
Enter the world of familiar faces in new places on the next Entertainment This Week. Find out why that king of the ring, Sugar Ray Leonard, is pulling no punches in his new ringside career.
It's a different story than I call like I see it.
Then see what's new with Shelley Duvall
It's as plain as the nose on your face.
as she faces off with co-star Steve Martin in his new comedy. Plus, you'll relive a 1960s song sensation. All coming up on the next Entertainment This Week.
Sunday at 11:30 in stereo on WKRG-TV 5.
Jeopardy, the show that stimulates the mind.
I love it.
You, the armchair trivia expert. Which Jeopardy category are you good at? Is it pointed out? TV trivia?
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Or in the kitchen?
We'll do a lunch.
Perhaps it's songbirds. Or stupid answers. Well, no matter what your special Jeopardy category is, match your wits every weeknight with Alex Trebek on Jeopardy.
Weekdays at 4:30 on WKRG-TV 5.
Heard the news? One of Joan's friends from college is coming to dinner tonight.
Oh, no! Wally! Randall?
Wally the Wimp!
Oh, I need you to bring pounds of him.
When Wally the Wimp gets here, you and I are going to have a little fun with him.
If I were you, I wouldn't go playing any of those harmless pranks on him tonight.
I wouldn't either, Ted. Wally the Wimp is now Wally the Wrestler.
Wally?
Saturday evening at 6 on WKRG-TV 5.
On the next Throb, Sandy's in love with a smooth operator.
But how about dinner?
Absolutely.
Really?
You're a doctor. My mother would never forgive me if I said no.
But this doctor's making other house calls.
See, he's at the podiatrist convention in St. Louis. So.
A podiatrist convention. Does the fun ever stop?
But there's only one cure for this two-timer.
Now I feel better.
On the next Throb.
Hi, I'm Lorenzo Lamas. This is Sweet Dreams, and we are dancing to the hits.
Saturday at 12:30 in stereo on TV 5.
Hello, I'm Joe Namath. I just wanted to let you know that I'll be the host of the 30th annual Junior Miss television special to be seen right here on this station Saturday, June 20th. Now, 52 finalists will compete for the Junior Miss title and $100,000 in college scholarships. It's going to be a great show, so please, come on and join us.
Tonight at 7 on WKRG-TV 5.
People say that fast food generates a lot of trash, but it's really people who create trash.
Some people think construction sites are messy. It's people who develop the litter.
It's time for us to show more concern for our surroundings. It's time to help clean up and beautify our city. Join the businesses, institutions, and involved citizens who are working together to keep Mobile beautiful. Put trash in its proper place.
And wildfires continue to cause problems over parts of Florida. These stories and more tonight at 10. Join us.
Your #1 choice for news is WKRG-TV 5.
From cancer to AIDS, this man claims his mystery potion is the cure.
They found a tumor on my spinal cord.
This is not just a treatment, this is a cure for you. She had only 6 months to live.
I took it, and gradually all my symptoms started disappearing.
Could this bottle really be a miracle cure
My son is living proof.
or a cruel hoax?
This is the miracle cure. How come the rest of the world doesn't know about it yet?
On the next Maury.
Today at 3 on WKRG-TV 5.
Rare tiger cubs need your help. The story tonight.
The Gulf Coast's leading news source, WKRG-TV 5.
Straight ahead on News Center 5, the Mobile Police Department is looking... This is WKRG, your 24-hour news source. Tonight on News Center 5, we'll bring you a local ceremony honoring the anniversary of the Bill of Rights. Today, the Bill of Rights turns 200 years old. And thousands of Gulf Coast residents are suing a local paper mill. They say the mill is responsible for polluting its rivers with dioxin. We'll report on the latest legal maneuvers. I'm Chris Kalkoff. More on these stories tonight on News Center 5.
This is CBS.
This is WKRG, your 24-hour news source. Tonight on News Center 5, the police chief in Mobile wants to put more officers on the streets. Today, almost half the department took a promotion exam. We'll report on future changes in the department and changes in manpower. And the Tree of Life was lighted tonight in Mobile. The special tree serves as a warning each year for motorists not to drive under the influence. I'm Chris Kalkoff. More on these stories tonight on News Center 5.
On the next Golden Girls.
The Angel of the Orphans. It all began with a special lady. Jennifer Lynch went to war-torn Romania to save a little boy named Alex from the clutches of a monstrous dictator. Then she went back and rescued a little girl. Jennifer started an avalanche, and now dozens of Romanian children will be saved. And for the very first time, they're meeting Santa Claus. An orphan's Christmas miracle on hard copy.
Today at 4 on WKRG-TV 5.
Want to be on TV? Well, here's your chance. I'm Jerry Huff, and we'd like for you and your coffee crowd to be a part of Hill & Brooks Coffee Break Buddies. Now, just take a snapshot of you and your friends enjoying a cup and send it to WKRG. Every Friday on Morning News Center 5, we'll choose a Coffee Break Buddy. And if we use your picture, you'll win a Hill & Brooks WKRG mug and coffee for you and your coffee buddy. Hill & Brooks Coffee Break Buddies, every Friday on Morning News Center 5.
Dear Diary, today I'm going to watch Maury Povich at 3, hard copy at 4, You Bet Your Life at 4:30, Golden Girls at 5, CBS News at 5:30, News Center 5 at 6, and Entertainment Tonight at 6:30. All my favorite shows on WKRG-TV 5.
The TV5 Great Getaway Sweepstakes. You could win one of 25 vacation packages to the Britannia Park Hotel in New Orleans, along with the grand prize, round-trip airfare for 2 to anywhere in the U.S. Delta flies, including Alaska and Hawaii. Watch for these sweepstakes sponsors weekdays between 3 and 11 p.m. When you see the jet cross your screen, write down the show and the commercial you saw it in and wait for our call. Answer correctly and win. Send your name, address, age, and phone number to register for the Great Getaway Sweepstakes, only on TV.
This is WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source.
Some local troops are headed to Haiti to help enforce threatened UN sanctions. Their ship will join 5 other warships.
2 former political enemies share this year's Nobel Peace Prize. We'll tell you about their story tonight on News Center 5.
And do you know someone with AIDS? Tonight at 9 o'clock, WKRG will present a special program on AIDS called Someone You Know.
That's all beginning at 9 o'clock on WKRG-TV 5.
Our regularly scheduled program will not be seen due to the following special.
Welcome to this special presentation of the Coral Ridge Hour with Dr. D. James Kennedy.
This is CBS.
The time is 9:30. Here is the latest from News Center 5.
There are 2 new city council members in the area tonight. They won today's special runoff elections. We'll hear their comments tonight.
Also tonight, a year-long Gulf Coast labor dispute has taken a turn for the worse.
And you have just one more day to take advantage of cheap seats on trains and planes.
Those reports and your wake-up forecast tonight on News Center 5. Coming up next on News Center 5, a man who says he is a serial killer is in police custody tonight. He claims to have killed 17 women. And tomorrow is your last day to take advantage of some cheap seats on trains and planes. News Center 5 is next.
This holiday weekend, drive safely. WKRG-TV reminds you to make one for the road a cup of good old-fashioned Hill & Brooks coffee.
It's 12:59. You're watching WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source. What will happen to Gringo, the drug-sniffing dog? Well, the city that owns him and the former officer who worked with him are fighting over custody. We're celebrating Taking Pride in Mobile. We'll tell you all about it tonight at 6. And we'll tell you about a brand new university right here in our area. It's all coming up tonight at 6 right here on News Center 5. Be sure and join us.
Celebrate today. Come on, Mobile, celebrate. Throw your troubles away.
The WKRG-TV5 Great Getaway Sweepstakes is back. You could win round-trip airfare for 2 to anywhere in the U.S. Delta flies. Just send your name, address, age, and phone number to WKRG-TV5. Then watch these shows on TV5 weekdays between 3 and 11 p.m. When you see the jet cross your screen, remember the show and commercial you saw it in and wait for our call. The Great Getaway Sweepstakes, only on WKRG-TV5.
Celebrate today.
I'll be telling you about smaller rain chances later tonight.
And on tonight's American Discovery question...
Ever since WKRG, Sacred Heart Hospital, and Mobile Gas began running our American Discovery series...
Sure, Mom.
Kids and parents in our area have been learning how innovation made our country great, and they're really taking it to heart. Now, we know what this free educational program has accomplished for kids, but there's no telling what it's done for the rest of the family. American Discovery, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. on News Center 5 from Sacred Heart Hospital, Mobile Gas, and WKRG-TV 5.
So much needed rain may arrive by tomorrow. Details later tonight.
WKRG-TV 5. Your #1 choice for entertainment is WKRG-TV 5.
WKRG-TV5 invites you to the Hot Summer Blues Festival, starring Bobby Womack, Saturday, August 8th at Mobile's Greater Gulf State Fairgrounds, along with special guest stars Bobby Blue Bland, Dorothy Moore, LaWanda Page from Sanford & Son, and Jimmy Lynch. Saturday, August 8th at the Greater Gulf State Fairgrounds, Under the Stars Cabaret Style. Tickets $12.50 while they last at Northside Check Exchange. The Hot Summer Blues Festival from Crystal Productions and WKRG-TV 5.
How about the long one? Did you see that?
No, I'm afraid I missed that.
What about that line smash to left field? You had to see that one.
I believe I missed that one, too.
Wait. Don't tell me you missed the race.
I didn't see it.
Catch the action you've been missing.
Nailed him. Yes!
On the George Michael Sports Machine.
It's your own personal instant replay.
TV's best weekly sports wrap-up.
Sunday at 10:35 on WKRG-TV 5.
The mighty Mississippi continues to rise. The latest tonight. The time is 9:25, and here's the latest from News Center 5. Local agents say they have busted some big-time marijuana smugglers. One of them is a pilot who landed a plane at a nearby airport. We'll have details. Also tonight, now everyone in the area knows that Jerry Lee Lewis wants to get married. We'll tell you about his unusual proposal. And a Bengal tiger creates havoc in a neighborhood before he's finally captured by police. All tonight on News Center 5.
The TV5 Great Getaway Sweepstakes. You could win one of 25 vacation packages to the Britannia Park Hotel in New Orleans, along with the grand prize, round-trip airfare for 2 to anywhere in the U.S. Delta flies, including Alaska and Hawaii. Watch for these sweepstakes sponsors weekdays between 3 and 11 p.m. When you see the jet cross your screen, write down the show and the commercial you saw it in and wait for our call. Answer correctly and win. Send your name, address, age, and phone number to register for the Great Getaway Sweepstakes, only on TV5.
Coming up next on News Center 5 is the mighty Mississippi River showing signs of mercy tonight. Thousands of people remain homeless. The latest coming up.
And everyone in the area knows Jerry Lee Lewis wants to get married. We'll find out if his marriage proposal worked.
News Center 5 is next.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5 Live Radar.
If you have a problem, contact 5 at 471 News.
It's 1:59. You're watching WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source. It's a whole new beginning for some local elementary school students. They started classes in a new school after their old one burned. 4 people are hurt after a car ran into a freight train. We'll have an update. And we'll tell you about a mid-morning bank robbery where the robber made an unusual threat. It's all coming your way tonight at 6 right here on News Center 5. Join us.
Will these clouds bring rain? I'll tell you later tonight.
The search for an AIDS-infected bank robber tonight.
A candlelight vigil for victims of crime tonight.
This is CBS.
The time is 9:27. Here is the latest from News Center 5.
FBI agents are searching for a bank robber tonight. The suspect claims he has AIDS and says it doesn't matter if he dies. An update tonight on News Center 5.
Also tonight, victims of violent crime will remember tonight at 2 candlelight vigils.
And meet a chicken whose motherly instincts have created a surprising relationship.
All coming up tonight on News Center 5.
If you have a problem, contact 5 at 471 News.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5 Live Radar.
Tonight on WKRG-TV 5.
Day. Angry airline passengers. We'll tell you why tonight.
Fresh squeezed.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source.
Airports across the country are filled with tired, angry passengers. We'll tell you why tonight at 10 o'clock.
Also tonight, stray dogs and cats have nearly taken over a local community. We'll tell you what's being done to put a stop to it.
And we'll tell you why thousands of chickens ran amok on a highway during rush hour traffic.
It's all tonight on News Center 5.
I'll bring you a look ahead to the forecast for the weekend later tonight.
Stray dogs are a big problem in one community. We'll tell you tonight.
Angry airline passengers. We'll tell you why tonight. The time is 9:39 and you're watching WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source. There has been an arrest tonight in connection with the death of a hairdresser whose body was found in the middle of a busy street. We'll have complete details tonight on News Center 5. Also tonight, tired and angry passengers complain about long delays at airports across the country. And what a stunt to pull on the 17th anniversary of the Great American Smokeout. It's all tonight on News Center 5.
Cash back.
I'll bring you a look ahead to the forecast for the weekend later tonight.
Coming up next on News Center 5, an arrest has been made in connection with the death of a hairdresser whose body was found in the middle of a busy street. And a 10-year-old boy remains in custody after threatening other children and a police officer with a knife. News Center 5 is next.
The Mobile Elder Care Coalition is a group of businesses, organizations, and individuals organized to help with the need of the elderly. Too many of our elderly are poor, handicapped, living alone, or neglected, and cannot find help. And the number of elderly in Mobile County is expected to triple in the near future. Our goals are to promote awareness and expand our community involvement. But the Mobile Elder Care Coalition needs your help. Please help us make the growing needs of our elderly a priority issue in Mobile.
In the beginning, before Cats, before Evita, before the Phantom of the Opera, came the show that changed the world. Jesus Christ, Superstar, the international musical hit. Music by Andrew Lloyd Webber, lyrics by Tim Rice.
5 shows at the Mobile Civic Center, November 19th, 20th, 21st. Individual tickets on sale now at the Civic Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations.
The Alabama Crimson Tide or the Auburn Tigers? Who will win the battle for the bragging rights? Join Scott Hunter and Randy Patrick for a 1-hour preview Friday night at 7 live from Auburn. Brought to you in part by your local Dodge dealers, Casino Magic, Mobile Gas, and Alpha Insurance. Then watch TV5 Saturday at 5 for complete post-game coverage. Battle for the bragging rights. Preview Friday night at 7. Post-game Saturday at 5 on TV5.
Along the Gulf Coast, there's a spirit sweeping our towns and cities. It's a sense of pride, a feeling of belonging to this special place we call home. That's why we're taking pride in communities along the Gulf Coast, like Mobile, because we're proud to be the Gulf Coast #1 news station, WKRG-TV 5.
Mobile, show your pride. Together we'll go far.
On the Mazda Protege.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5. It's 11:32, 48 degrees now in Mobile. In the news, police have made an arrest in connection with the death of a hairdresser. Marlon Burridge is charged with assaulting and kidnapping Thomas Fleming. Burridge was arrested during a fight in Moss Point tonight. Fleming's body was found on a street in Pascagoula several weeks ago. He died after being hit by a car. Police are looking for at least one other suspect in the case. I'm Mike Snowden. More news later here on your 24-hour news source.
First there was Cats, then there was Les Mis. Now the Mobile Civic Center presents 4 super musicals in its winter theater series. Jesus Christ Superstar, The Wizard of Oz, Evita, and Always Patsy Cline. Reserve the best seats in the house for opening night to all 4 of these world-class performances. Tickets available at the box office and Ticketmaster locations, or call 1-800-488-5252. Brought to you in part by WKRG-TV 5.
On the next Crusaders, what every parent should know about the DPT vaccination.
He was perfectly healthy.
Critics claim it can permanently disable children. The Japanese changed to a different vaccine years ago.
The United States must come into the 21st century.
Are the drug companies ignoring the potential risks? Are our children in danger? The Crusaders take your concerns to the nation's top professionals. The Crusaders. Now there's someone on your side.
Sunday on WKRG-TV 5.
On Thanksgiving Day, November 25th, the members of the East Brent Baptist Church at 4801 North Davis Highway will once again reach out to others in the Pensacola community by providing a free traditional home-cooked Thanksgiving meal from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come share with us. Transportation will be provided. Call 477-5812.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5. It's 12:36, still 48 degrees in Mobile. In the news, abortion rights supporters are claiming victory in a House vote. The House has approved a bill that makes it a crime to use force or issue threats to block abortion clinics. Connecticut Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro argued the right to illegal abortion, quote, means little if women are barred from exercising it. The bill will be on President Clinton's desk before the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm Mike Snowden, more news later here on your 24-hour news source.
Have you read The Tower lately?
Believe it or not, I was proposed to on the tower.
I wish I was proposed to on the tower.
The Tower. See your name in lights. 479-5555.
Travelogue, Alabama. Destination, Chehaw State Park Resort. Located south of I-20, just off U.S. Highway 431, Chehaw is Alabama's highest point. The foothills of the Appalachians provide the scenic backdrop for one of Alabama's most spectacular views. Visitors can enjoy the comfort of the resort lodge and the delicious traditional dining available in the restaurant. Or they can stay in one of the many rustic cabins where you can build a fire to fend off the chill of a mountain evening. The natural beauty of the mountains at Chehaw make for great hiking, camping, and picnicking. A mountain holiday isn't far away if travelers take the high road to Alabama's highest point, Chehaw State Park Resort. For reservations or information, call 1-800-ALAPARK and watch Travelogue Alabama for more great getaway ideas.
Proud to be the Gulf Coast #1 news station, WKRG-TV 5.
How the rain has affected local crops tonight.
2 new faces on the city council tonight.
Celebrate today. Celebrate today.
This is CBS.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source. The jury in the Rodney King beating case has rested for the evening without reaching a verdict. 4 Los Angeles policemen are accused of violating the civil rights of suspect Rodney King. And Alabama Governor Guy Hunt goes on trial tomorrow for violating state ethics laws. If convicted of a felony, Hunt would automatically be removed from office. I'm Peter Albrecht. Please join me tonight on News Center 5.
The Gulf Coast #1 news station, 24 hours a day.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5 Live Radar.
The Gulf Coast #1 news station, 24 hours a day.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5 Live Radar.
Along the Gulf Coast, there's a spirit sweeping our towns and cities. It's a sense of pride, a feeling of belonging to this special place we call home. That's why we're taking pride in communities along the Gulf Coast, like Mobile, because we're proud to be the Gulf Coast #1 news station, WKRG-TV 5.
Mobile, show your pride. Together we'll go far.
Along the Gulf Coast, there's a spirit sweeping our towns and cities. It's a sense of pride, a feeling of belonging to this special place we call home. That's why we're taking pride in communities along the Gulf Coast, like Mobile, because we're proud to be the Gulf Coast #1 news station, WKRG-TV 5.
Mobile, show your pride. Together we'll go far.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source.
Now may be the best time to start looking for a home to buy. Mortgage interest rates are down.
A 3-year-old girl who ate poisonous mushrooms has died. The little girl was taken off a life support system earlier today.
And add another branch to the list of banks that have been robbed lately. Your help is needed in locating the suspect.
Those stories and more tonight. Join us.
WKRG-TV 5 at Mobile Greyhound Park presents Strike It Rich, your chance to win cash. Just send in your name, address, agent, telephone number to WKRG-TV 5, Strike It Rich. If a perfect score of 300 is bowled the day your name is drawn on Morning News Center 5, you win $50 or more. Because the jackpot grows $50 every day, there is no perfect score. So come on down to the Mobile Convention Center and see the American Bowling Congress in action. And keep watching TV 5 for sports updates brought to you by Mobile Greyhound Park.
Coming up next on News Center 5, more and more restaurants decide to go smoke-free. And a talented and popular newspaper writer has passed away. We'll have those stories, your weather forecast for the week, and the day in sports. It's all next on News Center 5.
High school juniors and seniors are taking the pledge. It's a promise not to take alcohol or drugs on prom night.
That's why they call it Prom Promise.
Students, parents, and teachers are joining forces to save lives on prom night and to set an example we can live by every night.
So take the pledge and make the Prom Promise.
That's right.
Nationwide Prom Promise is a public service of WKRG-TV 5, Buffalo Rock Pepsi-Cola, WABB-FM 97, and Nationwide Insurance.
WKRG-TV 5 salutes the spirit of Pensacola.
They're coming May 29th.
The search is underway for another bank robber. Details tonight.
A little girl dies after eating poisoned mushrooms. The story tonight.
Coming up tonight on News Center 5, a fire on board an oil rig caused some anxious moments tonight at an area shipyard. And folks who live a mile from this train accident still aren't being allowed to go back home tonight. The train was carrying hazardous chemicals. News Center 5 is next. Its exclusive 24-hour news link allows Bell South Cellular customers to report breaking news to WKRG-TV 5 by calling star 5. That's star 5 for the WKRG Bell South Cellular 24-hour news link.
More on a big port fire on the Gulf Coast today on New News Center 5.
This holiday weekend, WKRG-TV 5 reminds you to make one for the road, a cup of good old-fashioned Hill & Brooks coffee. This safety reminder from your friends at WKRG-TV 5.
WKRG-TV 5 salutes the spirit of Pensacola.
The latest on children kidnapped in a carjacking tonight.
I'm looking forward to the celebration.
You're watching WKRG-TV 5. It's not just more news, it's your news.
Your talkback comments concerning the local bus service tonight.
When does gambling become a problem? We'll get some answers today on New News Center 5.
WKRG-TV 5's exclusive 24-hour news link allows Bell South Cellular customers to report breaking news to WKRG-TV 5 by calling star 5. That's star 5 for the WKRG Bell South Cellular 24-hour news link.
It's the latest scandal to rock the White House. America speaks out on sexual harassment in Washington on the next Maury.
Today at 3, then at 4.
Oprah Winfrey's high school sweetheart tells stories of their growing years, plus our exclusive swimsuit edition on hard copy.
Then following News Center 5.
An exclusive first look at the final episode of Star Trek The Next Generation and Mel Gibson's amazing 4-star stunt on Entertainment Tonight.
Tonight at 6:30 on WKRG-TV 5.
WKRG-TV 5's exclusive 24-hour news link allows Bell South Cellular customers to report breaking news to WKRG-TV 5 by calling star 5. That's star 5 for the WKRG Bell South Cellular 24-hour news.
It's 12:59 and you're watching WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source.
What would you do if you found an armed intruder in your home? A Gulf Coast man faced that and shot the intruder dead.
The verdict is in for a local woman accused of running a call girl operation. Tonight at 6, we'll tell you what the jury said.
And before you make plans for Mother's Day, be sure and catch Bob Stewart's 5-day forecast.
It's all tonight at 6 on News Center 5.
Poison mushrooms send an entire family to the hospital. A story today on News Center 5.
WKRG-TV 5 goes on the road to the 29th Annual St. Anne's Roundup, October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at Bellevue Junction, Pensacola, featuring Jake and the Fat Man's own Joe Penny as this old western town comes to life. Gunfighters, can-can girls, and more. Don't miss WKRG-TV 5's live reports, brought to you by Ron Samuels Toyota and Energy Services of Pensacola. The 29th Annual St. Anne's Roundup, another WKRG-TV 5 on the road show.
A car salesman cashes in on his dad's gift.
I took the car that he bought me, sold the car, made a profit off of it.
The excitement's for real on the next You Bet Your Life.
Today on WKRG-TV 5. Today at 5 on TV 5.
Pedigree Dog Food and WKRG salute people who take time to care by adopting a dog from one of the shelters. How about you? Pedigree Dog Food and WKRG have teamed up to donate food to the Mobile and Pensacola animal shelters. But we need your help, too. If you adopt a dog from one of the shelters, you'll receive valuable Pedigree Dog Food coupons. Look for this sign at all the Delshamps food stores to redeem the coupons. And remember, support the products and businesses that support our community.
WKRG is proud to say, welcome home.
Spring is right around the corner. I'll have a full report later on.
A crackdown on stray animals in your yard. The report tonight.
It's 1:59. This is WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source.
Some new state legislative proposals are softer on criminals. We'll have reaction to those plans.
We'll update you on plans to recover a local landmark that was destroyed by fire.
And we'll tell you why some local spa members say they've been scammed.
Join us for those stories and your weekend weather forecast tonight at 6 on News Center 5.
It's 2:59. This is WKRG-TV 5, your 24-hour news source. An answer is expected soon on the fate of a burned-out downtown landmark. We'll have an update tonight at 6. A new local violent crime task force is being formed with the help of the federal government. And members of a local health spa arrived for a workout today, only to find an empty building. We'll have all those stories and an early look at your weekend weather forecast tonight at 6 here on TV 5.
Thanks. You made WKRG-TV 5 your #1 choice for news and entertainment on the Gulf Coast. We just want to say thank you.
Who is Rush Limbaugh?
Me? Just a harmless, lovable little fuzzball.
Today at 4 on WKRG-TV 5.
On the next You Bet Your Life, the incredible story of a man who predicted his children would leave home one day.
Was he born with a veil over his face?
A car salesman who cashed in on his dad's gift.
I took the car that he bought me, sold the car, made a profit off of it.
And good advice for a nature lover who's out to save turtles from bikers?
Paint them.
Comedy reaches critical mass on the next You Bet Your Life.
Today on WKRG-TV 5.
WKRG-TV5 is giving you the chance to win one of 12 vacation packages to the President Casino in Biloxi, or the grand prize, a VIP weekend, including transportation to the President Casino from Treadwell Ford, a diamond tennis bracelet from Lou's Jewelry, and deluxe accommodations at the Broadwater Beach Resort. Just stop by Lou's Jewelry or Treadwell Ford to register. You just might win from Treadwell Ford, Lou's Jewelry, and WKRG-TV5.
Tonight. Tonight at 6:30 on WKRG-TV5.
TV talk is about to reach new heights.
Excellence in broadcasting.
With a master of American entertainment. If you think he's modest.
A man, a legend, a way of life.
Or ever boring.
I have more fun than human beings should be allowed to have.
Then you don't know Rush Limbaugh.
But you should.
Rush Limbaugh, helping America to lighten up.
Weekdays on WKRG-TV5. Saturday on WKRG-TV5. Your number one choice for entertainment is WKRG-TV5. Your number one choice for news is WKRG-TV5.
You're watching WKRG-TV5, your 24-hour news source.
What does the future hold for the burned-out German Relief Hall? We'll have an update for you today at noon.
We'll also tell you about one of the first local county fairs of the season. It opens today.
And we'll tell you where you can go to get away from it all.
Those stories and a preview of your weekend weather all today on Noon News Center 5.
WKRG-TV5 salutes the spirit of Pensacola.
WKRG-TV5 salutes the spirit of Pensacola. What are you going to do this weekend? Looking for something that's within your family budget? Watch Gulf Coast Getaway tonight at 6 p.m. on WKRG-TV5 and discover great getaways that don't cost an arm and a leg. You can talk back to your TV on WKRG-TV5 Talkback. Watch News Center 5 and call in your comments. The call is free from the Gulf Coast #1 news station, WKRG-TV5.
Good evening. You're watching WKRG-TV5, your 24-hour news source.
Prosecutors make one last attempt to convince jurors to convict O.J. Simpson of murder. The last of closing arguments tonight at 10 o'clock on News Center 5.
Also tonight, a 13-year-old student is dead following a shooting at a middle school.
And a health advisory remains in effect following a major sewage leak.
Details coming up tonight at 10 on News Center 5.
WKRG-TV5 presents the Blakely Country Music Blast. It's the hottest country, Cajun, and bluegrass acts of the year. Get your tickets today.
What would you... WKRG-TV5 Saturdays. WKRG-TV5 tonight.
While you're watching Northern Exposure, we're exposing key local issues. While you're watching the Tuesday night movie, we're moving on breaking stories. While you're watching 48 Hours, we're making every minute count. While you're watching Knots Landing, we're landing important interviews. And while you're watching Picket Fences, we're watching out for the weekend ahead. News Center 5 at 10 p.m. on WKRG-TV5.
It's 3:59. You're watching WKRG-TV5, your 24-hour news source. Some new state legislative proposals are softer on criminals. We'll have local reaction to those plans. We'll update you on plans to recover a local landmark that was destroyed by fire, and we'll tell you why members of a local health spa say they've been scammed. Join us for all those stories and your weekend weather forecast tonight at 6 on News Center 5.
10 o'clock Monday night on News Center 5. They take your child's lunch money.
Hey, buddy.
They take your child's possessions.
Where do you think you're going?
They take your child's mind off of school and make life miserable.
Come here, you.
Maybe you knew one. Maybe you were one. Now, what are you going to do about them? They're bullies. A special report Monday night at 10 only on News Center 5.
You're on CBS.
From the Gulf Coast leading news station, you're watching WKRG-TV 5. 7 deaths are being blamed on severe flooding in the west. Rivers are still swollen and thousands are kept out of their homes. A Mobile man is dead tonight. Police say the result of an argument. His girlfriend has been charged with his murder. And we'll show you 3 Mardi Gras parades that hit the streets of Mobile today. Those stories and more coming up tonight at 10 o'clock here on News Center 5.
WKRG-TV 5, the strength of tradition. Welcome home.
Bullies, Monday night at 10 only on News Center 5.
WKRG-TV 5, the strength of tradition. Welcome home.
Register for a family weekend in New Orleans at Family Fridays at Bel Air Mall. Accommodations provided by Britannia Park Hotel. Experience Southern hospitality in the Garden District. Plus, enjoy a dinner cruise on the legendary steamboat Natchez from your friends at WKRG-TV 5.
Tonight on Channel 5. Tonight on Channel 5. The news you need. The people you trust. Tonight on Channel 5. Tonight on Channel 5. The news you need. The people you trust. Channel 5 tonight.
Killer and avowed racist from the Gulf Coast getting his death wish. The story on Noon News Center 5.
A bike ride turns deadly for a local man. The story at noon.
Weekdays on WKRG-TV 5. Tonight on WKRG-TV 5. Welcome home to WKRG-TV 5. The news you need. The people you trust. News 5, the Gulf Coast News Channel. Monday at 10 p.m. on Late News 5. The clock is ticking, but you've got things to do. Your boss is counting on you. Your family is counting on you. And the clock keeps ticking. Like a mouse in a cage, you're a prime candidate for stress. Your health reporter, Suzanne Winston, may have some relief. Find out in her special report, Stress. Monday at 10 p.m. on Late News 5.
They wanted to cultivate the friendship of the Indians.
Part of that uniqueness is this French heritage.
What really made Mobile grow was cotton. Mobile was truly a major city in the United States.
There was an openness toward the various races to help bring about peace.
We wanted to see the races work together. We didn't know that we weren't rich because we certainly were in spirit.
WKRG-5 remembers Mobile's 300 years.
Happy holidays, Stephen Green. We'd just like to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
I'm just wishing my mom and dad a happy holidays.
Happy holidays to my friends and family in Mobile, Alabama.
Wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody in Mobile. I just want y'all to have a good time on the holidays.
We love and miss y'all. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays from my friends and family in Mobile, Alabama.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I love you. May God bless you.
I want Mr. Flynn to win the Golden Apple Award. He makes the boring stuff fun. She always knows the right way to help her students.
Honor the teacher who's made a difference in your life with a WKRG Golden Apple Award. Now look in your Best Talk phone book for your nomination form or visit WKRG.com. Then tune into WKRG-5 News for the weekly winner.
The WKRG Golden Apple Award is brought to you in part by Best Talk, the ultimate phone book, and Buffalo Rock Pepsi.
From all of us here at Spectrum, Happy Holidays!
The Alabama State Bar wants you, the consumer, to be informed about documents you sign. Always read a document before you sign. Many consumer contracts contain a binding arbitration clause. If you sign, you're agreeing that if you have a dispute, it must be resolved in arbitration. You cannot go to court. Be informed. Read before you sign. For a free brochure on arbitration, call us, the Alabama State Bar, serving the law by serving you.
It's 12:59. You're watching WKRG-TV 5 tonight on News Center 5.
The Mobile Fairgrounds is getting spruced up for a convoy of vacationers. A major convention is on its way, meaning more money for local merchants.
Take a good long look at this graphic. This will help you find a comet that's visiting coastal skies for the next several weeks.
And today on Live at 5, Darwin Singleton finds out what it's like to be Paul Bunyan, at least for a day.
These stories and more on Live at 5 and tonight at 6. Join us.
The power of you, the power of you. You are the hope that comes shining through.
There's an extraordinary power right here in our community that can change the world around us for the better. It's the power of you and your local United Way to reach out and make a difference in all of our lives.
Oh, now you have the power. You are the one. The power of you. The power of you. You are the difference. You make dreams come true. Unite and there's nothing that we cannot do. Never underestimate the power of you.
Williamson tries for the Super 6. Highlights tonight.
You're watching WKRG-5, home of Super Bowl 53. The following is a commercial program paid for by Avast Edge. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and are not those of Nexstar Broadcasting, Inc., this station, or their affiliates or employees.
And I'm loving living
You're watching WKRG-5, home of Super Bowl 53.
After serving her community nearly 30 years, a local dispatcher is putting away her radio. Watch her sign off in a story you'll see only on News 5.
Nights on MeTV, watch The Jeffersons at 5:30, MASH at 6, and Andy at 7. You can find MeTV over the air and on these and other providers.
It's out. Watch the Pensacola International Airport Travelcast from your First Alert Storm team. Mondays and Fridays during News 5 this morning and Mondays and Fridays during News 5 at noon. Sponsored by Pensacola International Airport. Fly easy. Fly Pensacola. Get breaking news and weather coverage from the local team you trust 7 nights a week.
We could see 3 to 4 inches of rain total
on WKRG News 5 at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW. It's local coverage you can count on.
No matter what size home you live in, people still want to make it their own and always improve it just a little bit.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Watch Today's Homeowner tonight at 6:30 on WKRG-5.
A teacher is considered an everyday hero, someone who impacts the classroom by setting an example, showing leadership, or just encouraging a student who needs it. The WKRG Golden Apple Awards are happening now. Watch every Tuesday night at 5 to see the teacher I surprise in the classroom and give them their own Golden Apple for their outstanding efforts. If you have a teacher that inspires you, go to WKRG.com and nominate them for a Golden Apple Award.
The Golden Apple Award is brought to you by the Mobile County Sheriff's Office. Get your First Alert Storm Team forecast on 97.5 WABD, the Gulf Coast's hit music station.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Every evening from around the world.
In Tehran,
Managua, Nicaragua,
Barcelona,
here in San Juan, Singapore,
Across our nation.
Texas, Pennsylvania,
Tennessee,
Florida,
Hawaii,
at the White House,
To here at home.
in Mobile, Pensacola,
Dauphin Island, in Orange Beach, on WKRG News 5.
At 5.
and the CBS Evening News. Original reporting.
Every evening.
Right here on WKRG News 5.
They help us through our worst day, shield us through tragedy, and offer a helping hand when we least expect it. They are the smiles behind the shield. WKRG News 5 and our partners would like to recognize local first responders who've gone above the call of duty and made a difference in your life.
South Baldwin Regional Medical Center is proud to be a part of Smiles Behind the Shield. Go to WKRG.com to nominate a first responder who has gone above the call of duty.
Get breaking news and weather coverage from the local team you trust 7 nights a week.
We could see 3 to 4 inches of rain total
On WKRG News 5 at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW. It's local coverage you can count on.
This is the best. Join me weekday morning starting at 4:30 on News 5.
This is MeTV, Gulf Coast's home for memorable entertainment television. That's memorable. That's me.
MeTV. Station. You're watching WKRG-5, home of Super Bowl 53. The following paid commercial program does not reflect the opinions and views of Nexstar Broadcasting, Inc., this station, or their employees and affiliates. No matter what time you wake up,
it's continuing coverage you can count on this morning.
The WKRG News 5 morning team won't waste it.
We got your morning commute covered.
You will want to give yourself extra time as you head out the door.
Preparing you before you grab the keys.
Showers are likely beginning late morning.
An accurate weather forecast you can trust so you'll know what to wear.
Happening in Northwest Florida right now.
And everything breaking across the Gulf Coast.
And I have just learned.
WKRG News 5 this morning, local coverage you can count on. Get your First Alert Storm Team forecast from these Cumulus Pensacola radio stations. On the Gulf Coast CW. WKRG News 5 at 9, 7 nights a week on the Gulf Coast CW. The following is a commercial program paid for by Avast Edge. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and are not those of Nexstar Broadcasting, Inc., this station, or their affiliates or employees. Drexel Gilbert is on News 5, and she's on the road. Join us every week as she travels all along the Gulf Coast, meeting different people and giving you stories you won't find anywhere else. Drexel Gilbert on the road, Fridays on News 5 at 5 p.m.
It has been a blast working with Mel for almost 20 plus years. No one can replace Mel Showers. He is a legend in Mobile broadcasting. It's an honor to follow after him and hopefully continue the legacy that he's set for WKRG. And I think what people will continue to see from WKRG News 5 are the same things that they've come to expect, and I hope will continue to watch.
As the school year comes to a close, WKRG News 5 and our partners want to congratulate our 2018-2019 Golden Apple Award winners.
The Golden Apple Award is brought to you by Riviera Utilities. Local weather coverage you can count on. anywhere, anytime. Hour-by-hour conditions, local radar, and severe weather alerts. Download today. News 5 investigates. Swatting, Monday at 10. Start your morning with a hot cup of coffee in WKRG. Brought to you by Maloney Lyons Injury Attorneys.
It's time to play Family Feud.
Mel showers in 5 words. Let's see. Friend.
Gentleman.
Supportive. Smart.
Trustworthy.
Kind.
Journalist.
Professional.
Caring. Genuine.
Mobilian.
Smiling.
Classy.
Caring.
Consistent.
Compassionate.
Compassionate.
Father.
Honest.
Funny.
Intuitive.
Private.
Mel.
Superstar.
And dedicated. WKRG News 5 at 9.
The news where you live from the local team you trust in only 30 minutes.
7 nights a week on the Gulf Coast CW.
Start your morning with a hot cup of coffee in WKRG. Brought to you by Maloney Lyons Injury Attorneys. Watch the Pensacola International Airport Travelcast during News 5 this morning and during News 5 at noon. Sponsored by Pensacola International Airport. Fly easy, fly Pensacola.
2 people accused of having sex on the beach, what one woman says she saw. And Daniela Vian's car found with human remains inside. What's next in the case? Tonight at 10.
Tomorrow starts warm and muggy with the small possibility of a shower, but by tomorrow afternoon, we get thunderstorms, some of which might be strong, and there is a possibility for some severe weather. We'll have the full details coming up tonight in your forecast.
What's next in the case of a missing Mobile woman tonight?
Follow the First Alert Storm Team anywhere. Download our app.
This is the MeTV Network, seen locally on WKRG's MeTV Gulf Coast. MeTV is memorable entertainment television.
The Kelly Clarkson Show. Too much? Little much? That's cute. No, I'm going to take the cupcake.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, coming this September to WKRG-5.
Preseason football is on. Are you in?
Saints versus Jets, August 24th at 6:30 on WKRG-5. Sponsored by Rouse's Markets and Cox.
Nominate a teacher that is making a difference in your life at WKRG.com. The Golden Apple is brought to you by Mobile County Sheriff's Office, keeping Mobile County safe. Through Labor Day.
Weeknights on MeTV. Watch The Jeffersons at 5:30, MASH at 6, and Andy Griffith at 7. You can find MeTV on Broadcast Channel 5.3 and on these and other providers.
I'm John Nodar, and you're watching WKRG 5.
Or anytime.
See the traffic spotting to avoid every weekday morning.
Get your First Alert Storm Team forecast on 104.1 WDLT. Smooth hits from the 80s, 90s, and today.
Make WKRG News 5 this morning your favorite morning news.
Emmy winner Patricia Heaton stars in Carol's second act. CBS.
This is the MeTV Network, seen locally on WKRG's MeTV Gulf Coast. MeTV is memorable entertainment television.
WKRG News 5 invites you to Blue Wahoo Stadium in Pensacola this Saturday. Stick around after the game for a fireworks display over the bed. For tickets and information, visit BlueWahoos.com.
You know that voice in your head? The one that holds you back? It tells you, I'm not good enough. I know that voice. I conquered it, and I can help you do the same. I'm Mel Robbins. This fall, change is in sight. The Mel Robbins Show premieres September 16th.
A teacher is considered an everyday hero, someone who impacts the classroom by setting an example, showing leadership, and encouraging students. Tell us about your favorite teacher, and then watch WKRG throughout the school year to find out which teacher I surprise in the classroom. We want to recognize a teacher that is making a difference in the classroom. Go to WKRG.com and nominate them for the Golden Apple Award. Golden Apple Award is brought to you by the Mobile County Sheriff's Office, keeping Mobile County safe. You don't have to be afraid of back-to-school traffic. We'll show you where slowdowns are and send text alerts of places to avoid. helping you get your kids to school and you to work. WKRG News 5 this morning, making back to school a little less scary, starting at 4:30.
WKRG News 5 and the Gulf Coast CW are proud supporters of the Boys and Girls Clubs. We teamed up with Green & Phillips for the first ever Gulf Coast Children's Book Festival to instill a love for reading. This summer, our on-air telethon brought in pledges of over $50,000. We help beautify club locations and watch the club's most outstanding youth be recognized. We encourage everyone to volunteer at a Gulf Coast Boys and Girls Club near you.
There's more to see in.
When you wake up in the morning, you want to know what the weather is.
And no one does morning weather better than John Nodar.
He'll give you an accurate forecast.
And a little fun.
So start your day with us. We'll make your mornings easier. We're WKRG News 5 this morning. Local coverage you can count on.
To the body. Don't take interest or pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby.
That's it. WKRG has partnered with local businesses to help guide you through simple repairs or big projects for your home. Go to WKRG.com for videos that can save you time, money, and frustration. Fix This House is brought to you by Roto-Rooter. Monday at 4 on WKRG-5.
For 5 things you need to know about Social Security law, log on to WKRG.com. Watch News 5 anytime, anywhere. Download our app.
Nominate a teacher that is making a difference in your life at WKRG.com.
WKRG News 5 and our Smiles Behind the Shield partners would like to congratulate and say thank you to all of this year's honorees. If you know a police officer, firefighter, or EMT who has gone above the call of duty and made a difference in your life, nominate him or her for the Smiles Behind the Shield Award at WKRG.com.
Thank you to all of our local first responders who keep us safe and secure. South Baldwin Regional Medical Center is proud to be a Smiles Behind the Shield partner.
For 5 things you need to know about Social Security law, log on to WKRG.com.
WKRG News 5 and our Smiles Behind the Shield partners would like to congratulate and say thank you to all of this year's honorees. If you know a police officer, firefighter, or EMT who has gone above the call of duty and made a difference in your life, nominate him or her for the Smiles Behind the Shield Award at WKRG.com.
Thank you to all our local first responders who keep us safe and secure in the Mobile area. Here at University Hospital, we are proud to be a part of Smiles Behind the Shield.
The First Alert Storm Team, the largest team of meteorologists on the Gulf Coast.
Get your First Alert Storm Team forecast on 93 BLX, the big station. WGOK Gospel 900, 104.1 WDLT. Smooth hits from the 80s, 90s, and today. And 97.5 WABD, the Gulf Coast hit music station.
WKRG News 5 at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW is your first look at the news and weather coverage you depend on.
We do have breaking news in Pensacola tonight.
From across the Gulf Coast.
This motion to drop the charges.
The victim was walking with 3 of his friends.
The local team you trust.
Working nonstop to try to repair power for this area.
And I have your forecast for tonight, tomorrow, and the days ahead, so you know what to expect.
WKRG News 5 at 9. Every night at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW.
WKRG.com. Get more than what you see on TV. Unique, original, faster. WKRG.com.
A teacher is considered an everyday hero, someone who impacts the classroom by setting an example, showing leadership, and encouraging students. Tell us about your favorite teacher, and then watch WKRG throughout the school year to find out which teacher I surprise in the classroom.
We want to recognize a teacher that is making a difference in the classroom. Go to WKRG.com and nominate them for the Golden Apple Award. Golden Apple is brought to you by Riviera Utilities, proudly serving Baldwin County communities.
The only local news at 6:30, WKRG News 5.
Here at University Hospital, we are proud to be a part of Smiles Behind the Shield.
WKRG News 5 and our Smiles Behind the Shield partners would like to congratulate and say thank you to all of this year's honorees. If you know a police officer, firefighter, or EMT who has gone above the call of duty and made a difference in your life, nominate him or her for the Smiles Behind the Shield Award at WKRG.com.
Thank you to all of our local first responders who keep us safe and secure. South Baldwin Regional Medical Center is proud to be a Smiles Behind the Shield partner.
Welcome back tonight on WKRG and CBS. Hawaii 5-0 is next, followed by Magnum PI. You can watch Blue Bloods at 9 or get your news early with News 5 at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW. Then be sure to join us for News 5 at 10.
Follow the First Alert Storm Team anywhere. Download our app.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way. Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about. Tonight at 6:30 on WKRG-5.
WKRG.com. More local coverage you can count on. Get your First Alert Storm Team forecast on WGOK Gospel 900.
Along the Gulf Coast from Mobile to Baldwin County, Pensacola, Destin, and all areas in between can turn into this. No matter the Gulf Coast weather, the First Alert Storm Team is working for you. WKRG News 5 has the most meteorologists of any Gulf Coast station. Severe weather, flooding, lightning. We're ready for whatever comes our way, working around the clock, staying with you until the danger passes. The First Alert Storm Team, the largest team of meteorologists on the Gulf Coast.
Get your First Alert Storm Team forecast on 104.1 WDLT. Smooth hits from the 80s, 90s, and today. Start your morning with a hot cup of coffee in WKRG. Brought to you by Maloney Lyons Injury Attorneys.
This is the MeTV Network, seen locally on WKRG's MeTV Gulf Coast. MeTV is
Weeknights on MeTV. Watch The Flintstones at 5, Happy Days at 5:30, and MASH at 6. You can find MeTV over the air and on these providers.
The News 5 First Alert Storm Team has the most advanced weather technology on the Gulf Coast.
We will alert you first before severe weather hits. Let's get you down to street level, show you exactly where that threat is.
We are seeing some rotation in this area here.
With the technology to keep you safe when seconds count.
That's what we're able to focus on with the power of this radar.
One more reason to trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. Local weather coverage you can count on.
Even a killer pandemic and record cold temperatures can't keep some carnival diehards down. A live report from downtown Mobile next on News 5.
Breaking news from across the Gulf Coast.
Large number.
The roads to avoid.
And the forecast you need.
Trust WKRG News 5 this morning.
Every day, WKRG News 5 brings you stories about your health. But every Friday, we dig deeper into healthcare with help from an expert. Join us this Friday for The Doctor is In. We'll talk to Gulf Coast health professionals, asking medical questions and getting answers that you need.
This week, join Dr. Jonathan Holmes from Children's Medical Group.
Get the information you want about your health. Join us for The Doctor is In, Friday at noon on WKRG News 5.
Sent you.
Get your forecast earlier on WKRG News 5 at 9.
Be a part of the WKRG News 5 Ace of Hearts Poker Run.
The following paid commercial program does not reflect the opinions and views of Nexstar Broadcasting, Inc., this station, or their employees and affiliates.
Southern Cancer Center, navigating you from patient to survivor.
Start your morning with a hot cup of coffee in WKRG. Brought to you by Maloney Lyons Injury Attorneys.
A fresh take on your local news today on the 4 on 5.
The following paid commercial program does not reflect the opinions and views of Nexstar Broadcasting, Inc., this station, or their employees and affiliates.
Every day, WKRG News 5 brings you stories about your health. But every Friday, we dig deeper into healthcare with help from an expert. Join us this Friday for The Doctor is In. We'll talk to Gulf Coast health professionals, asking medical questions and getting answers that you need.
This week, join Dr. Jonathan Holmes from Children's Medical Group.
Get the information you want about your health. Join us for The Doctor is In, Friday at noon on WKRG News 5.
The Festival of Flowers Lotus Style in downtown Mobile. See amazing living plant sculptures and breathtaking flowers. And vote now for a winner in the sculpture competition. The 28th Annual Festival of Flowers, sponsored by Wells Fargo, March 12th through 13th.
You can now.
Trust the most advanced weather technology on the Gulf Coast.
It's on MeTV. Watch the Flintstones at 5, Happy Days at 5:30, and MASH at 6. You can find MeTV over the air and on these providers.
This is the 4 on 5.
Stories as they break, live anywhere on the Gulf Coast. Accurate weather, real-time traffic, and local reaction on social media. The 4 on 5, every weekday at 4 p.m.
Nominate a teacher who is making a difference in your life at WKRG.com.
I'm Cherish Lombard, and this is the 4 on 5.
A fresh take on news from WKRG News 5. See journalists in action. Stories as they break, live anywhere on the Gulf Coast.
Let's go to our reporter on the scene.
Go behind the forecast. Traffic to get you through rush hour. What you're saying on social media. We've got it all.
We're getting strong reaction from both sides.
Watch the 4 on 5 every weekday at 4 p.m. Local coverage you can count on.
If you've been injured, call Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers today.
This is the MeTV Network, seen locally on WKRG's MeTV Gulf Coast. MeTV is memorable entertainment television.
WKRG News 5 and our Smiles Behind the Shield partners would like to congratulate our first responder of the month, Deputy and School Resource Officer Sixto Boyer with the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office. If you know a first responder who, like Deputy Boyer, has gone above the call of duty, nominate him or her for the Smiles Behind the Shield Award at WKRG.com.
Thank you to all our local first responders who keep us safe and secure in the Mobile area. Here at University Hospital, we are proud to be a part of Smiles Behind the Shield.
Now. This school year has been unlike any other, but our teachers continue to be committed to their students, whether they're seeing them face-to-face or leading them virtually. Do you know a teacher who continues to lead, encourage, and inspire? Nominate that teacher for a Golden Apple Award at WKRG.com. And then tune in Tuesdays at 5 o'clock to see who I surprise with a Golden Apple.
The Golden Apple Award is brought to you by Smart 911, a service of Mobile County 911.
Looking for a job? Check out the new WKRG-5 job board. Get matched to great opportunities based on your resume. Apply in one click. Plus, get alerts, notifications for new postings, and salary information all in one place. Go to WKRG.com and find your next job today. Whether you are hiring or looking for a job, let Clark Personnel serve all your staffing needs. Contact us today. Clark Personnel. Better service, better people. It's the WKRG News 5 Ace of Hearts Poker Run, Saturday, October 15th, to benefit the American Heart Association. Start in Mobile or Pensacola. Build your hand at these sponsors and end at the Floribama. The best hand wins $500. All money raised fights heart disease in Alabama and Florida. Register now on WKRG.com. WKRG News 5's Ace of Hearts Poker Run.
WKRG News 5 and our Smiles Behind the Shield partners would like to congratulate Daphne Police Officer Jamie Huffman. The students who nominated her say she goes out of her way making sure they feel safe. If there's a first responder making a difference in your community, nominate them for our Smiles Behind the Shield Award at WKRG.com.
Benchmark Homes would like to say thank you to our local first responders. We are proud to be a part of Smiles Behind the Shield.
Tyndall Federal Credit Union, dedicated to you, dedicated to home.
If you don't have any outdoor plans, make some with a day like today.
Ed says it's a perfect day for golf.
Trust what Ed says.
Trust what Ed says.
Trust what Ed says. Weeknights on WKRG News 5. Weeknights at 12:37 on WKRG 5.
Everybody that comes here, it makes them happy. I think the world could use happy. I think it can use whimsy, it can use fun.
Take a look inside these fairy tale castles right here on the Gulf Coast.
Tuesday at 10.
This app.
Tee it up for the benefit of St. Jude's Research Hospital. Play in the 4th annual Joy of Life on the Gulf Coast Charity Golf Tournament, Friday, October 14th at Heron Lakes Golf Course. Form a team or sign up as a single. Call or log on for more information. It's hurricane season. Buy your NOAA weather radio today. Purchase on the weather page at WKRG.com and use promo code WKRG for free shipping. Trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team to keep you ahead of the storm.
Injured.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Submit your Pledge of Allegiance video to pledge at WKRG.com. Then watch WKRG News 5 each Monday for the All-In Credit Union Patriotic Pledge. All-In Credit Union, we're here to serve you.
Saturday night at 11:05 on WKRG-5.
This job, we hold each other's lives, and that is a hell of a duty.
Metro SWAT,
go! Rise up and face the demon. Rise up and face your fear. Rise up.
We have to go now.
We're the city's last line of defense. When other cops are in trouble, we're the ones they call.
You're safe.
Tonight at 11:35 on WKRG-5.
Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment at Green & Phillips.
Say we're better off than a lot of people.
I'm the fastest gun in the West.
Well, you're the shortest, I'll say that. Got a roof over our heads, ain't big. Finest food you ever put in your mouth.
I've never seen you boys eat so many pickles.
Barney for a friend.
Oh, that's really something.
Yeah, in some ways, I'd say we are rich.
Pretty hard to forget a thing like that, Pa.
Good neighbors.
Hey, Andy.
Great fun.
Move over, I'm driving.
And the best darn theme song ever. The Andy Griffith Show. Catch it.
Tonight at 11:05 on WKRG-5.
On a beautiful day like this, it's hard to imagine a dangerous storm brewing offshore.
But the News 5 First Alert Storm Team is ready, so you won't be caught off guard this hurricane season.
This is a strong storm system.
Award-winning meteorologists using the best technology.
Tracking every new development.
This is a very fast-moving storm.
And keeping you safe.
When tropical weather threatens your home,
trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
Nothing says hubba hubba like
the relationship agreement.
So romantic.
The Big Bang Theory.
Today at 3 on WKRG-5. Join us for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk through the streets of downtown Mobile. Gather your team Saturday, October 29th in Spanish Plaza Park as we make strides together to help the fight against breast cancer. Start fundraising today.
Heightened concerns about fentanyl tonight.
Schools for the students time only at Greer's. Greer's got it. We guarantee it.
Y'all know that Akivia is great.
Oh, she's a wonderful addition to our team.
Really knows the traffic and a joy to be around.
And we all know her smile is contagious.
And here she comes now.
Hello.
Oh, you're talking about me over here.
Watch Akivia McFarland weekday mornings. The Weather Beast is unleashed. A mobile command center and storm chase vehicle for the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. Sponsored by Danco Services, your Generac home standby generator expert.
Free. Start your morning with a hot cup of coffee in WKRG. Brought to you by Maloney Lyons Injury Attorneys.
Morgan.
Go to WKRG.com and nominate a hero who has served our country. Brought to you by your local Honda dealer. Game of the Week brought to you by the Alabama Orthopedic Clinic. AOC Sports gets you back in the game.
Local coverage you can count on weeknights at 6.
Download the all-new WKRG Hurricane Guide at WKRG.com. Get shelter locations and safety tips from the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. Get good vibes from Bill, Jessica, John, Caroline, and Akivia to start your busy day feeling great. Weekdays on WKRG News 5 this morning.
My player safety is my responsibility, and I trust what Ed says.
Get your accurate forecast on WKRG News 5 this morning.
The WKRG weather app, the best forecasting technology to warn you first. Get accurate radar wherever you go. Watch the latest forecast, get live looks from over a dozen weather cameras, and much more. Download today. Get good vibes from Bill, Jessica, John, Caroline, and Akivia to start your busy day feeling great. Weekdays on WKRG News 5 this morning.
The News 5 First Alert Storm Team is ready this hurricane season.
Award-winning meteorologists using the best technology,
Tracking every storm to keep you safe.
when tropical weather threatens your home.
Trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
Monday morning, we'll hear what it takes to support Penelope House and find out what the organization offers people looking to escape domestic violence in their home. That's Monday on WKRG News 5 this morning.
Watching Ed's forecast is a big part of our daily preparation. We depend on his accuracy. We have to decide ahead of time whether to practice indoors or outdoors. My players' safety is my responsibility, and I trust what Ed says.
Morgan. Get good vibes every weekday from WKRG News 5 this morning.
Local coverage you can count on weeknights at 6.
Buy your NOAA weather radio today at WKRG.com. Stay ahead of the weather with the WKRG weather app.
Start your morning with a hot cup of coffee in WKRG. Brought to you by Maloney Lyons Injury Attorneys.
When Ed says it's going to rain, you need an umbrella. Go to WKRG.com to enter to win a Green & Phillips umbrella. Watch WKRG News 5 to see if you're a winner.
After a wreck, the at-fault...
Get good vibes every weekday from WKRG News 5 this morning. Enter your kid to be a kidcaster at WKRG.com.
Sonic.
Enter for your chance to win a Green & Phillips umbrella. Go to WKRG.com.
The following paid commercial program does not reflect the Pixar broadcast.
Students.
Health advice that could improve your life. Watch Medical Moment for local health news. Get advice from experts in our academic health system with the latest research and cutting-edge treatments. Medical Moment, Monday on WKRG News 5 at 5.
Watch WKRG News 5 for the Friday Night Football Fever Play of the Week. We pick the top 3 plays, then you pick the winner. Play of the Week is brought to you by Andy Citron Injury Attorneys.
We won.
Winner. That's Andy Citron. Veterans of our armed services and active duty military deserve to be recognized.
Your local Honda dealer is proud to partner with WKRG News 5 to support serving those who serve.
Your local Honda dealer, a proud partner of WKRG-5's Serving Those Who Serve. Tuesday, a big transition for Mobile's largest industrial employer.
We would have been in dire straits.
Austell is making changes that may save our local economy and thousands of jobs.
We had to adapt. That's a remarkable thing, what they've done.
Tuesday at 10.
Local coverage you can count on weekdays at 5.
When a morning team has this much fun together, you can't help but smile. Get good vibes from Bill, Jessica, John, Caroline, and Akivia to start your busy day feeling great. Weekdays on WKRG News 5 this morning.
WKRG News 5 at 9.
Local events, Hollywood headlines, news, and weather.
Every night at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW.
Your local forecast, weekday mornings on WKRG News 5 at 9.
The weather beast is unleashed. Watch the streets for the News 5 First Alert Storm Team's mobile command center and storm chase vehicle.
Benchmark Homes proudly supports our local first responders. Go to WKRG.com to nominate a first responder making a difference in our community.
Get traffic updates from Akivia McFarland weekday mornings. Stay ahead of the weather with the WKRG weather app. Trust what Ed says weeknights.
Make WKRG your choice
for news, traffic, and weather every morning. Monday morning, the country celebrates Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
We'll tell you about events happening on the Gulf Coast Monday on WKRG News 5 this morning.
Local coverage you can count on weeknights at 6.
The new school year is here, and I want to surprise your teacher with a golden apple. If you have a teacher who deserves to be recognized, who leads, encourages, and inspires, submit your nomination at WKRG.com.
The Golden Apple Award is brought to you by R.H. Radcliffe Homes.
You never know when you'll encounter a crime, so be alert and hit record.
Weeknights at 12:37. WKRG News 5 honors Martin Luther King Jr.
Columbia Southern University is proud to be partners with Smiles Behind the Shield. Go to WKRG.com to nominate a heroic first responder who has gone above the call of duty.
At Green & Phillips, our lawyers are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Pet of the Week, Mondays at 9 on WKRG News 5. Sponsored by Port City Pups, downtown Mobile's full-service pet care facility. Watch the Pensacola International Airport Travelcast Mondays and Fridays at 5:05 and 6:05 during WKRG News 5 this morning, and Mondays and Fridays during News 5 at noon. Sponsored by Pensacola International Airport. Fly easy. Fly Pensacola.
Health advice that could improve your life. Watch Medical Moment for local health news. Get advice from experts in our academic health system with the latest research and cutting-edge treatments. Medical Moment, Monday on WKRG News 5 at 5.
Joy of Life is looking for riders in their 5th annual Mardi Gras Parade. Sponsor a float with your business or a group of friends, all while raising money for St. Jude. Parade with a purpose this Mardi Gras season and help end childhood cancer. Saving Austell and our local economy, Tuesday at 10. Enter your kid to be a kidcaster at WKRG.com.
I'm a professional photographer and busy mom. My day revolves around weather.
Tracking a batch of intense thunderstorms.
I trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
Trust what Ed says, weeknights. Big Bang Theory, weekdays at 3 on WKRG-5. Get good vibes from Bill, Jessica, John, Caroline, and Akivia to start your busy day feeling great. Weekdays on WKRG News 5 this morning.
I'm a professional photographer and busy mom. I rely on the WKRG weather app because I cannot have a shoot ruined by rain. My boys play sports, and when storms cancel practice, we're ready. I trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
Monday morning, the country celebrates Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
We'll tell you about events happening on the Gulf Coast Monday on WKRG News 5 this morning.
The WKRG weather app, the best forecasting technology to warn you first. Get accurate radar wherever you go. Watch the latest forecast, get live looks from over a dozen weather cameras, and much more. Download today.
Independent. It was a dry and beautiful weekend, lots of dry air still on the coastline. You'll see some moisture starting to stream in. I'll tell you how that'll affect your weather this week on News 5 at 9. Tired of watching
this job? We hold each other's lives, and that is a hell of a duty.
Metro SWAT, go!
Rise up and face the demon. Rise up and face your fear. Rise up.
We have to go now.
We're the city's last line of defense. When other cops are in trouble, we're the ones they call.
You're safe.
Sunday night at 11:35 on WKRG-5.
This is the MeTV Network, seen locally on WKRG's MeTV Gulf Coast. MeTV is memorable entertainment television.
All right, we're all together on the red couch.
Help the fight against heart disease. Join WKRG and the American Heart Association for the Art for Heart Gala. Enjoy food, entertainment, and live auctions. Money raised supports cardiological research and community health initiatives.
Tuesday,
I would have had no idea that I had 20 tumors in my body.
how a discovery during her beauty routine sounded the alarm.
It had basically spread almost to every organ in my body.
The message she has for you, Tuesday at 10.
A teacher is an everyday hero. Tell us about your teacher and then watch every Tuesday at 5 o'clock to see which teacher I surprise with a Golden Apple.
The Golden Apple Award is brought to you by Hembry Heating and Air Conditioning.
The 30th Annual Festival of Flowers is back at the Providence Hospital campus. Feel the zen with displays of lush, breathtaking flowers and turn your thumb green with seminars and demonstrations. Enjoy live music. The Festival of Flowers, March 23rd through 26th.
Benchmark Homes proudly supports our local first responders. Go to WKRG.com to nominate a first responder making a difference in our community.
Watch the 4-on-5 every Tuesday to see our local high school Scholar Athlete of the Week. Scholar Athlete of the Week is brought to you by the United States Sports Academy. We are America's Sports University.
Health advice that could improve your life. Watch Medical Moment for local health news. Get advice from experts in our academic health system with the latest research and cutting-edge treatments. Medical Moment, Monday on WKRG News 5 at 5.
With Texas, it's severe weather season.
We have a tornado that is doing damage.
The News 5 First Alert Storm Team has you covered.
We are seeing debris being picked up.
With live weather cameras where they count and the weather beast tracking the storm. Trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
Life is good!
That's awesome! This is the best chat show ever.
Get the results you want at the top. Use WKRG as your first word when searching for anything happening on the Gulf Coast by typing it into your browser first.
Watch Live Golf Live this Saturday and Sunday at noon on the Gulf Coast CW.
This is the MeTV Network, seen locally on WKRG's MeTV Gulf Coast. MeTV is memorable entertainment television.
Register now for the Gulf Coast Paddle and Racket Battle on September 30th.
Hi, I'm Shamani Baker. Tonight on News 5 at 9. Some much-needed improvements to roads in Fairhope. When and where road work can impact your commute.
Register now for the Gulf Coast Paddle and Racket Battle on September 30th in Daphne. Test your pickleball or tennis skills in this UTR and UTRP sanctioned ratings tournament. The Gulf Coast Paddle and Racket Battle is presented by WKRG News 5.
Hi, I'm Shamani Baker. Tonight on News 5 at 9. College football has kicked off. Hear from business owners who are prepping for the highly anticipated season.
At 8. Go to WKRG.com and nominate a hero who has served our country. Brought to you by your local Honda dealer.
Join WKRG News 5 for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk. Gather your team Saturday, October 28th in Spanish Plaza Park as we walk together to help the fight against breast cancer. Scan to start fundraising today.
A guilty verdict in a murder-for-hire trial. Find out who else is awaiting trial in the same case and why a popular beach bar and restaurant being forced to close this weekend at 10.
Are you ready for this?
It's time.
High school football is back.
We have it all right here in the fifth quarter.
A new show, a new team, same great highlights and interviews.
Watch your only local sports team.
Friday nights, that's it.
Are you ready for this?
It's time.
High school football is back.
We have it all right here in the fifth quarter.
A new show, a new team, same great highlights and interviews.
Watch your only local sports team.
Friday nights, that's it.
Monday morning, how about a parade? We'll preview the Labor Day parade happening in downtown Mobile Monday on WKRG News 5 this morning.
It's time for the 29th Annual American Cancer Society's Vintage Affair Gala, presented by Lexus of Mobile. Join us Thursday, September 14th at the Country Club of Mobile. Enjoy an upscale wine tasting along with live music and an auction to win local art, trips, jewelry, and other exclusive items. Your support goes to help the fight against cancer. Scan the QR code for tickets or go to vintageaffair.givesmart.com. Cancer doesn't stop, and neither should we. Sponsored by WKRG News 5. Game of the Week is brought to you by the Alabama Orthopedic Clinic. AOC Sports gets you back in the game.
Think about it.
Are you ready for this?
It's time.
High school football is back.
We have it all right here in the fifth quarter.
A new show, a new team, same great highlights and interviews.
Watch your only local sports team.
Friday nights, that's it.
As Zaxby's owners, we are proud to support our local high school athletes.
Congratulations to the Zaxby's Player of the Week.
News 5 Sports.
5 stars commit.
With sports director Simone Eli and Gerhard Mathangani, former college athletes who know the game. Watch the Gulf Coast only sports team. News 5 Sports from the United States Sports Academy desk.
The United States Sports Academy is your local university dedicated to preparing you for a career in the field of sports. On campus or online, we have a program to fit your needs. Register today. We are America's Sports University.
News 5 First Alert Storm Team will prepare you for hurricane season without all the hype, covering the entire Gulf Coast with the most experienced team of local meteorologists. When the tropics threaten, trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
Palmer's Toyota Superstore salutes our local high school football coaches. Coaching takes commitment and hard work. Watch WKRG News 5 Tuesday night at 6:30 to see Palmer's Toyota Superstore Code of the Week.
Take KRG News 5, your choice at 10.
The fifth quarter, Friday nights at 10 on WKRG News 5. Always type WKRG Hurricane for the most accurate storm track. Download the News 5 Hurricane Guide at WKRG.com. Watch the team you trust, weeknights at 6.
See? No.
Some offshore clouds. Other than that, it was a beautiful day across the Gulf Coast. Chilly start to tomorrow. I'll tell you how cold it'll be to start at 9.
Thank you to everyone who participated in the inaugural Gulf Coast Paddle and Racket Battle. Together, we raised over $7,800 for the American Heart Association. We couldn't have done it without the support of our sponsors. We'll see you again next year.
Never get lost again. The What 3 Words app can help 911 operators pinpoint your exact location during an emergency. Scan the QR code below and download now.
Extreme heat results in a positive physical reaction. The Big Bang Theory.
Weekdays at 3 and 3:30. John
Here's what to
Nodar
expect today.
on WKRG News 5 this morning. Late news that fits your schedule. Watch WKRG News 5 at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW. Or stay up for WKRG News 5 at 10.
The Big Bang Theory brings you the Genius Guide to a Super Summer.
Good morning. You want to go to the pool?
Spend your summer nights under the stars.
We did overnight survival training in the wilderness. I ate a butterfly. I was so hungry.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weekdays at 3 on WKRG 5. Trust what Ed says. Weeknights. Tee it up for the benefit of St. Jude's Research Hospital. Play in the 5th annual Joy of Life on the Gulf Coast Charity Golf Tournament, Friday, October 27th at Heron Lakes Golf Course. Form a team or sign up as a single. Call or log on for more information.
I lost my mother to suicide. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
Miss Gulf Coast has been through a lot. Now she's using her title to save lives.
That's when I knew that was my reasoning for all this happening. It was just to help save others.
Tuesday at 10.
Local coverage you can count on tonight at 6.
Pet of the Week, Mondays at 9. Sponsored by Port City Pups.
I'm Jennifer Zeflin. Join me this Friday for The Doctor Is In.
This week, join us as Sharon Brammer with Franklin Primary discusses the health care for the homeless health fair.
The Doctor Is In, Friday at noon on WKRG News 5.
Now, the News 5 First Alert Storm Team will prepare you for hurricane season without all the hype, covering the entire Gulf Coast with the most experienced team of local meteorologists. When the tropics threaten, trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
News that fits your schedule. Watch WKRG News 5 at 9 or 10. How Miss Gulf Coast is saving lives, Tuesday at 10.
Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment at Green & Phillips.
Late news that fits your schedule. Watch WKRG News 5 at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW. Or stay up for WKRG News 5 at 10. No matter when you watch, get local coverage you can count on from the team you trust. Start your day with a hot cup of coffee. Brought to you by Maloney Lyons Injury Attorneys.
The following paid commercial program does not reflect the opinions and views of Nexstar Broadcasting, Inc., this station, or their
News 5 First Alert Storm Team will prepare you for hurricane season without all the hype, covering the entire Gulf Coast with the most experienced team of local meteorologists. When the tropics threaten, trust the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
Greers would like to say thank you to all of our local first responders.
From Buc-ee's. When breaking news happens, WKRG News 5 is there, live on air and online, from the ground to the sky. That's local coverage you can count on. WKRG would like to thank everyone who took part in the Life South Summer Blood Drive. This year, you donated more than ever before, with 111 pints collected to help save over 300 lives. Thank you for being a lifesaver. Trust what Ed says. Weeknights on WKRG News 5. John Nodar
Here's what to expect today
on WKRG News 5 this morning. Watch the Gulf Coast only sports team, News 5 Sports. Watch the streets. The weather beast is unleashed.
A first responder who deserves to be recognized at WKRG.com. Greers is proud to be part of Smiles Behind the Shield.
Monday
at 10. Tuesday.
Water came and had just.
Who was at your house with you?
My wife. Can't find her body. She gone.
What's your wife's name in case we can put this out there?
Tony Jackson.
Hardy Jackson's grief was felt around the world. His wife never found. Until now.
You just can't lose hope.
Nearly 19 years later, her daughter finally brings her home.
My heart is back mended.
Tuesday at 10.
This is MeTV, your home for memorable entertainment television. MeTV.
Next.
We got that joy.
Get the news, weather,
and traffic updates you need.
And smiles, fun, and plenty of laughter.
Start your day feeling great.
With WKRG News 5 this morning.
We got that joy.
Morning, the Independence Day holiday, one of the busiest travel weeks of the summer.
We'll tell you what you need to know to prepare Monday on WKRG News 5 this morning.
Watch the 4-on-5 every Tuesday to see our local high school Scholar Athlete of the Week. Scholar Athlete of the Week is brought to you by the United States Sports Academy. We are America's Sports University.
WKRG investigates stories important to you.
Getting the inside scoop and making sure the powerful are held accountable.
Went up 3 days ago.
In-depth coverage from our team of investigative journalists.
Asking tough questions and getting the answers.
WKRG News 5 investigations you can count on.
Send your concerns to my story at WKRG.com.
Gulf Coast.
Get the news, weather,
and traffic updates you need.
And smiles, fun, and plenty of laughter.
Start your day feeling great.
With WKRG News 5 this morning.
We got that joy.
It's time.
This weather is complex and changes happen very fast. I know that because I grew up on the Gulf. And with that experience, I understand the science. I can break it down so you can make the best decisions for you and your family. You know, the best compliment I ever received was a viewer telling me that we listened to you, we did what you told us, and we're alive today because of it. To have that level of trust, it's humbling. So it's crucial for me to get it right. Knowing I've helped keep my community safe, there's no better feeling.
I think our weather team takes being the official forecasters for the Blue Wahoos
a little too seriously. In Pensacola, 70 degrees.
It's a good day to play too.
Partly cloudy with a 30% chance of rain.
It's going to be a great season.
WKRG-5 is the most watched station on the Gulf Coast.
Breaking news.
Thank you for making us your #1 choice for news,
9 to 9, sources say
weather, sports,
great season on the diamond,
and entertainment. That's local coverage you can count on.
Appointment. Health advice that could improve your life. Watch Medical Moment for local health news. Get advice from experts in our academic health system with the latest research and cutting-edge treatments. Medical Moment, Monday on WKRG News 5 at 5.
WKRG-5 is the most watched station on the Gulf Coast.
Breaking news.
Thank you for making us your #1 choice for news,
9 to 9, sources say
weather, sports,
great season on the diamond,
and entertainment. That's local coverage you can count on.
Mobile, year choosing its best groceries.
Thank you.
#1 Grandma, Louisiana.
The most watched station on the Gulf Coast. Brokers.
The men and women of our armed services and their families sacrifice so much for our country. Help WKRG News 5 recognize and thank these selfless members of our community with serving those who serve. Scan the code or go to WKRG.com to nominate a veteran, active duty military, a family member, or caregiver for our Hero of the Month.
Brought to you by your local Honda dealers, proud partners of serving those who serve.
Personally return your call.
The men and women of our armed services and their families sacrifice so much for our country. We live in a community with a proud military heritage. Your local Honda dealers employ many men and women who have helped protect our freedom and defend our nation. We are proud supporters of our military communities, and we want to say thank you for your dedication, commitment, and your service to our country. Your local Honda dealers are proud partners of serving those who serve. News 5 Sports.
5 stars commit.
With sports director Simone Eli and Gerhard Mathangani, former college athletes who know the game. Watch the Gulf Coast only sports team. News 5 Sports from the United States Sports Academy desk.
The United States Sports Academy is your local university dedicated to preparing you for a career in the field of sports. On campus or online, we have a program to fit your needs. Register today. We are America's Sports University.
Big. I'm April Douglas. Join me this Friday for The Doctor is In.
This week, Dr. Yalitza Rodriguez with USA Health will be here to discuss how to participate in a dementia research study.
The Doctor is In, Friday at noon on WKRG News 5.
Toxins in the tissue?
Toxins potentially caused by harmful algae on the seafloor is one theory. But there's no definitive answer to why the fish are dying. For CBS Saturday Morning, Christian Benavides, Key West.
The WKRG News 5 First Alert Storm Team is ready for hurricane season. Trust the most experienced meteorologist on the Gulf Coast to prepare you and keep you calm during any storm.
Not to be alarmed, be aware.
Our advanced hurricane tracking technology provides the most accurate information about the storm's impact right down to your street. Moisture moves right into the Gulf whether you're facing a hurricane, tornado, or any severe weather. Count on the News 5 First Alert Storm Team to be your calm in the storm.
Late news that fits your schedule. Watch WKRG News 5 at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW or stay up for WKRG News 5 at 10. At 9, Cherish and Roseanne bring you today's top stories and entertainment news. At 10, Peter joins Roseanne to break down your local headlines. And in both newscasts, you can trust what Ed says about your forecast And get local sports from Simone. WKRG News 5 at 9 on the Gulf Coast CW and WKRG News 5 at 10.
The WKRG News 5 First Alert Storm Team is ready for hurricane season. Trust the most experienced meteorologist on the Gulf Coast to prepare you and keep you calm during any storm.
Not to be alarmed, be aware.
Our advanced hurricane tracking technology provides the most accurate information about the storm's impact right down to your street. Moisture moves right into the Gulf whether you're facing a hurricane, tornado, or any severe weather. Count on the News 5 First Alert Storm Team to be your calm in the storm.
WKRG News 5 wants to thank you for donating to the Boys and Girls Club's telethon. Because of your generosity, over $60,000 was raised for local branches. Thank you for making a difference in our community.
There's a reason my...
Watch WKRG News 5 now online, weekdays. See what Nelson's Barnyard Buffet is cooking with John. Thursday at noon on WKRG News 5.
First responders are critical to our communities. Columbia Southern University is proud to partner with Smiles Behind the Shield.
Breaking down the race for Congress in Northwest Florida this week.
Your local Honda dealers are proud partners of serving those who serve.
The 4 on 5 is all about you, weekdays.
WKRG News 5 honors Martin Luther King Jr. Watch WKRG News 5 now online, weekdays. John Nodar.
So here's what to expect today with
38 years of experience to start your day on WKRG News 5 this morning. Register to win a Green & Phillips umbrella today. Log on to WKRG.com.
Make Chevrolet.
Wake up with Shimani Baker on WKRG News 5 this morning.
Each week, I get to tell the stories of everyday heroes, our teachers, how they lead, encourage, and inspire. Nominate your teacher for the Golden Apple Award at WKRG.com.
The Golden Apple Award is brought to you by Elite Urgent Care.
At Elite Urgent Care, we offer priority check-in and expedited visit times so teachers can get in and out and feel better faster. Walk in or schedule a visit on our website. Elite Urgent Care. When it comes to your health, accept nothing less than elite.
Each week, I get to tell the stories of everyday heroes, our teachers, how they lead, encourage, and inspire. Nominate your teacher for the Golden Apple Award at WKRG.com.
The Golden Apple Award is brought to you by the Mobile County Sheriff's Office.
This is Sheriff Paul Birch. If you're looking for a rewarding career with a team and community who has your back, then go to teamsheriff.org and let's go to work.
The 4 on 5 is all about you. It's interactive, not just a newscast, it's a conversation. It's energetic, fast-paced breaking news. With weather from Chief Meteorologist Ed Bloodsworth and traffic with Simone Sherrod. I grew up on the Gulf Coast. Now I'm raising my family here. Every day I put myself in your shoes. If it matters to you, it matters to me. You're my friends, my neighbors. And I look forward to having you with us each weekday for the 4 on 5. Local coverage you can count on.
WKRG investigates stories important to you.
Getting the inside scoop and making sure the powerful are held accountable.
In-depth coverage from our team of investigative journalists.
Asking tough questions and getting the answers.
WKRG News 5 investigations you can count on.
Send your concerns to my story at WKRG.com. The First Alert Storm Team is closely watching what's shaping up to be a big freeze next week. Next on News 5 at 10. Join the conversation online.
Watch WKRG News 5 now.
We'll share what you think from our questions and polls.
We'll discuss stories we're covering.
Tune in weekdays on WKRG.com and Facebook.
Sponsored by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Tuesday. The CW is now home of the baddest brand in live sports, NXT.
Over the air, channel 55.1.
Hello, I'm Cheryl Lombard. Tonight on WKRG News 5 at 9, snow and ice. It's starting to look more like we could see both next week. We'll take a look at preparations and a timeline. Plus, what will make next week's presidential inauguration the first of its kind in nearly 40 years? And the fate of TikTok. Local reaction after a decision today from the Supreme Court to uphold the law that could mean no more TikTok in the U.S. comes.
Monday morning, we'll take a look at preparations for the presidential inauguration.
And we'll check on all the events set to celebrate the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. federal holiday Monday on News 5 this morning.
I work with the best team of meteorologists on the Gulf Coast. They're pros. They live, eat, and breathe weather. They're true scientists. I'm proud to say we have more experience than any other station. And when weather is at its worst, we all have the same goal: to keep viewers safe.
Gusting winds, heavy rain,
the coastal flooding we'd see along the causeway.
That indicates rotations.
It's inspiring to lead a team of meteorologists that care so deeply about our community. And I'm blessed to work with them.
We would like to give a final salute to the 2024 Smiles Behind the Shield Award recipients. Congratulations, first responders, and thank you for your service.
Smiles Behind the Shield is brought to you by Greer's. The Golden Apple items are provided each week by Image 360. Watch WKRG News 5 at 5 p.m. this Tuesday to see who we surprise. Image 360 proudly serves Mobile and Baldwin counties.
Each week, I get to tell the stories of everyday heroes, our teachers, how they lead, encourage, and inspire. Nominate your teacher for the Golden Apple Award at WKRG.com.
The Golden Apple Award is brought to you by Hembry Heating and Air Conditioning.
For 3 generations, Hembry has been more than just an HVAC company. We're your neighbors, proudly serving the Gulf Coast since 1969. Our roots run deep here because of our obsession with serving you. We are proud to be a train dealer. It's hard to stop a train.
Hello? You gotta get your story straight. Do you want this face to believe that? You're cooked. What an idiot. Get it through your noodle. I don't give a rat's behind. That's baloney.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Bigger cases.
She was lured to your apartment.
Higher stakes.
That's almost like kidnapping.
Never seen before in daytime.
In front of millions of people.
Judy Justice.
Weekdays at 3 on WKRG-5.
Health advice that could improve your life. Watch Medical Moment for local health news. Get advice from experts in our academic health system with the latest research and cutting-edge treatments. Medical Moment, Monday on WKRG News 5 at 5.
We surprise. Image 360 proudly serves Mobile and Baldwin counties.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Cooking with John.
Watch chefs from all over the Gulf Coast on Cooking with John. Every Thursday during WKRG News 5 at noon. Cooking with John is brought to you by Greer's. Stockbrokers.
The 4 on 5 is all about you. It's interactive, not just a newscast. It's a conversation. It's energetic, fast-paced breaking news. With weather from Chief Meteorologist Ed Bloodsworth and traffic with Simone Sherrod. I grew up on the Gulf Coast. Now I'm raising my family here. Every day I put myself in your shoes. If it matters to you, it matters to me. You're my friends, my neighbors. And I look forward to having you with us each weekday for the 4 on 5. Local coverage you can count on.
Hello?
The 4 on 5 is all about you. It's interactive. It's a conversation. It's energetic, fast-paced breaking news. With weather from Chief Meteorologist Ed Bloodsworth and traffic with Simone Sherrod. I'll see you here every weekday on the 4 on 5.
Start your day feeling great.
We got that joy. What we got today, we got that joy.
When you spend the morning with us,
you'll get the news, weather, and traffic updates you need.
And a few things that make every day better.
Smile,
fun, and plenty of laughter.
We got that
joy. Join us every weekday
on WKRG News 5 this morning from 4:30 to 7.
We got that joy.
You're gonna be in a cardio?
Watch the Pensacola International Airport Travelcast every Monday and Friday at 5 and 6 a.m. during WKRG News 5 this morning and again at noon. Sponsored by Pensacola International Airport. Fly easy, fly Pensacola. Senior Wellness Week is coming to a town near you. This free event is next week and will provide resources to keep seniors informed and feeling their best. Senior Wellness Week will be in Semmes on Monday, Tillman's Corner on Tuesday, Monroeville on Wednesday, Loxley on Thursday, and Bruton on Friday. To learn more about this free event, Google WKRG Senior Wellness Week. The WKRG News 5 Senior Wellness Week is brought to you by Senior Healthcare Brokers. Joy of Life is looking for riders in their 7th annual Mardi Gras Parade. Sponsor a float with your business or a group of friends, all while raising money for St. Jude. Parade with a purpose this Mardi Gras season and help end childhood cancer.
Game over.
The awards don't lie.
News 5 Sports is the champ.
The best local sports coverage on the Gulf Coast is here.
From Mississippi to Mobile, Baldwin County in Northwest Florida, Sports Director Simone Eli and Sports Anchor Gerhard Mafangani tackle the teams, players, and coaches from your community.
It's local sports coverage you can count on.
Every night, watch the Gulf Coast's best sports team. News 5 Sports from the United States Sports Academy desk.
Murder mysteries, deadly secrets.
They tried to destroy us.
Crime's most talked about news series, True Crime News.
Over the air, channel 55.1.
Gulf Coast weather is complex and changes happen very fast. I know that because I grew up on the Gulf. And with that experience, I understand the science. I can break it down so you can make the best decisions for you and your family. You know, the best compliment I ever received was a viewer telling me that we listened to you, we did what you told us, and we're alive today because of it. To have that level of trust, it's humbling. So it's crucial for me to get it right. Knowing I've helped keep my community safe, there's no better feeling.
For the best local sports coverage,
watch News 5 Sports.
Get live local traffic updates from Simone Sherrod, weekday mornings and afternoons on WKRG News 5.
Good cop.
Some light to moderate showers lingering this evening, then the cold front swings through and an Arctic blast on the way. I'm talking about extreme cold and winter precipitation at 9.
Bob Hart's Abishola.
Over the air, channel 55.1.